Hey there, amazing learners. Welcome back to Kids World. Have you ever wondered when to use a, an, or they? Sometimes it feels like a tricky puzzle, right? I once saw a post that said, I went to a university to get an MBA. Is that correct? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be an article expert, and that puzzle will be a piece of cake. Let's start with our first two rules. All about a and an n. Rule number 1. We use a before words that start with a consonant sound. Think of sounds like B, C, D, G. For example, you'd say a dog, a cat, or a big balloon. Simple, right? But here's a tricky one. A university. Wait, doesn't university start with a U, which is a vowel? Yes, but listen to the sound. University. It starts with a Y sound, which is a consonant sound. So it's a university. Now for rule number 2. We use and before words that start with a vowel sound. Think A, E, I, O, U sounds. Like an apple, an elephant, or an interesting book. Here's the flip side of our tricky rule. What about the word hour? It starts with H, a consonant, but we say an hour. Why? Because the H is silent. The word starts with an ow sound, which is a vowel sound. Same goes for acronyms like MBA. We say an MBA because it starts with the M sound. So remember, it's all about the sound, not just the letter. Moving on to the superstar article, the. Rule number 3 is that we use the for specific things that we've already talked about. Imagine I say, I saw a dog in the park. I'm introducing a new dog, so I use a. But if I continue the story, I'd say, the dog was chasing a squirrel. Now you know exactly which dog I'm talking about, the one I just mentioned. It's no longer just any dog. It's the dog. Rule 4 is super easy. Use the when there is only one of something in the world. How many suns do we have? Just one. So we say, the sun. Same for the moon, the sky, or even the internet. If it's one of a kind, it gets the treatment. You wouldn't say a sun is shining. You'd say, the sun is shining, because we all know which one you mean. Next up, Rule 5. We use the with superlatives and ordinal numbers. Superlatives are words like best, biggest, tallest, most beautiful. So you would say, this is the best day ever, or that was the funniest joke. Ordinal numbers tell us the order of things, like first, second, third. So you'd say, it's the first time I've seen this. Or, he finished in the second place. So, whenever you're ranking something or pointing out its position, you'll need the, and for all you travelers and explorers, rule number 6 is for you. We use the with famous landmarks, rivers, oceans, and mountain ranges. For example, you'd talk about visiting the Eiffel Tower in Paris or seeing the majestic Himalayas. You would sail across the Atlantic Ocean or travel down the Amazon River. These well-known places get the definite article there to show they are unique and famous. Now, what about when we don't use any article at all? That brings us to rule number 7. We don't use an article when talking about plural or uncountable nouns in a general sense. For example, if you love all four-legged furry friends, you'd say, dogs are friendly. You're not talking about specific dogs, but dogs in general. Similarly, with uncountable things like water or information, you'd say, water is essential for life, or information is power. No article is needed when you're speaking broadly. But wait, there's a twist. Rule number 8 shows us when we do use the with plural or uncountable nouns. We use it when we're referring to a specific group or category. Remember our general statement, dogs are friendly? Now, Imagine you're at a specific park. You could say, "The dogs in this park are well trained." You're not talking about all dogs anymore, just the specific group of dogs in that park. Same with uncountable nouns. We said, "Furniture is expensive." But if you're in a specific room, you'd say, "The furniture in this room is old." You've made it specific. Rule number 9 is a common one we use every day without even thinking about it. We generally don't use articles before proper nouns. What are proper nouns? They're specific names of people, cities, and most countries. For instance, you would say, "I live in India," not "I live in the India." Or, "She met John yesterday," not "She met the John." So for most names of people and places, just leave the article out. However, as with many English rules, there are exceptions. And that's our rule number 10. We do use the before the names of some countries and regions. This often happens if the name is plural, contains a word like kingdom, republic, or describes a geographical group. For example, we say the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Netherlands. We also use it for groups of islands like the Philippines or mountain ranges like the Alps. These are special cases you just have to remember. We're almost at the end. Let's revisit one of our first ideas with rule number 11. Use a or and when you re-mentioning something for the very first time in a conversation. It's like an introduction. "I bought a new book yesterday." See? It's the first time I'm telling you about this book. Now, if I want to tell you more about it, I'll switch to the. The book is about dragons. The listener now knows which book I mean. First mention a or an. Every time after that, the. And our final rule, number 12, is about things we love to do and learn. We don't use articles before languages, sports, or academic subjects. So, you would say, "She speaks Spanish fluently," not the Spanish. You'd say, "He plays football every weekend," not a football. And in school you'd say, "We study biology," not the biology. It's a simple rule that makes talking about your hobbies and school subjects much easier. Phew, we did it. We've gone through all 12 rules of articles. Now you know why it's a university but an hour, and when to use the versus no article at all. English can be tricky, but breaking it down makes it so much simpler. I've got a question for you. Would you like me to make another video focusing just on those other tricky words like honest, European, or MBA to help you master that first sound rule? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful and want to see more fun learning content, please hit that subscribe button to join our Kids World family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.